thought that was a bank, but it's a bank of blood, Banco de Sangre, or like blood deposit. I thought that was a bank. I need a bank amount of money. I got enough to get a coffee, or I should have enough. I gotta find an ATM. What's up here? these guys. Nice town. Population is about 30,000. We are in Sololá. It's from my hotel I stayed at last 2 nights. Got sunburned pretty good yesterday. I wasn't even walking around that much. Just a couple hours of sun. Yeah, Dinesh, the dinky man, I have some rubber bands that kind of make it hard to snatch off make it really hard. Somebody to grab it. Yeah, if it gets a good, unique view, unique camera angle. Americano y pay de queso. smoking? Okay, panqueques. Sí. Y algo con gas. Algo con gas. ¿Es lo mismo precio? ¿Hay un banco por aquí? ¿Cajero automático?
Sí.
¿Dónde?
Sí, directo para allá en la esquina, en la primera entrada y está el cajero.
¿Los pagos más o menos? Oh, okay. Over here is a ATM. I walked over there. I didn't see it. Maybe I just missed it. Maybe I walked over again. I've seen there's a lot of banks in this town. I think today, guys, I'm gonna head to Xela, but I have to transfer. I think it might be like an hour, 15-minute bus ride, maybe a little longer. And then we're gonna head to, go check out that city. I think that'd be a nice city. Population 200,000 people. There's volcanoes around that city too. In fact, one erupted in 1903. Got a product to sell, just brought it to the market, to the plaza, liquidating this product here. Selling the rope, I think. Says, how far did I walk yesterday? Probably not that much, maybe 7 miles or something, 6. I didn't look. Yo, Club Fillers, pumping it through. Big ups, man. I saw you were live this morning. Big ups, Club. Thanks for the 5 British pounds. Thank you, man. Thank you, Barry the boss. Thank you, Barry. Shout out to Club Fillers Inc. Live YouTube channel. Thank you, Barry. He's a live streamer too. He's the only live streamer in England. 70 million people. The only consistent IRL streamer. Goes out in the streams. Big ups, Barry. Thank you, Barry. We're pumping it through out here. Bird Dog says you're gonna be in Oaxaca. I wouldn't mind going back to Mexico, but I gotta get back to America soon. This is like a 2-week trip, 10 days, 2 weeks, maybe 10 days. Day 7, maybe a little more than 10 days. Might be close, somewhere between 10 days and 2 weeks. So I don't have time to go to Mexico right now. Maybe I'm gonna be free in like later in June. So who knows what I'm gonna do then? Big Us Barry, super chat of the day. I don't think it was a party bus, it was just a normal bus, but it was decked out. Like really, the owner made it really nice. He's charging the same price as all the other buses, he just wanted to make his bus real nice. He only accepts cash. I think I have just enough cash. I got 60 quetzales. My breakfast is 38 for the pancakes, 12 for the coffee, 7 for the coffee or the water. So that leaves me 3 quetzales left. Cutting it a little close. They had cheesecake on the menu. I wish they had that because that was 12 quetzales, which was 38 for the breakfast. I got a pancake fruit breakfast coming. Cheers, guys. Guate. I like that word, guate. Bird dog headed to Oaxaca. I don't know what I'm gonna do this summer. It's kind of a short side trip because I got such a cheap flight. Yeah, that one guy, they had some pupusas that looked real good at the park here at night. I wasn't hungry though, but if I was. I made a mistake of eating those Takis with MSG and that Lipton tea. That was like a toxic combo bomb. I immediately didn't feel good afterwards. I mean, I felt all right, but I could feel the toxicity. Whereas the previous night I had like papaya or snack and food. Big bunch of papaya. It was like a completely different feeling. Who says? That looked really good. It was up over here in the market on the other side. Gotta eat celery selling sombreros. That's Everybody wears those hats here in the city. Sombreros. Right now there's no sugars in it because I'm expecting the pancakes to be sweet. It's got maple syrup. This breakfast should get us going. Then we gotta go to the ATM. Then we probably have to take 2 buses. One's gonna be like a 20-minute bus ride to the highway. And then we gotta go back to that truck stop, catch another bus to Xela. That'll get us there in about a couple hours. And then we'll hang out in the town of Xela, get a hotel room, get some lunch there. And might be in Xela for a few days. I think it's gonna be a nice city. Days in a row I had breakfast with that green sauce. I didn't have today I just wanted something like sweet, like pancakes. They didn't have any pastries though. They just had a couple muffins. I don't really want I don't like muffins that much. A really good blueberry muffin could be pretty good, but generally I don't like muffins that much. I don't eat the Snickers because they're hard to find and they're expensive. Most countries have other substitutes. Like every country has sugary pastries. India had some great ones, really cheap too. India had some amazing like breakfast desserts. You had to like buy them at a shop. That was the only problem. Take them with you somewhere else to get coffee. Like there were shops selling sweets, little shops. You couldn't have coffee shops. It's just all they would do is sell sweets. That was in India. Breakfast has arrived. We got a lot of fruit and pancakes. What I'm going to do is pour the sugar on my pancakes. Syrup too. A lot of fruit. I'm gonna get some of the fruit first. Breakfast is like $5 and the coffee is another $1.50. will be algo con gas. I only have 60 pesos. This is gonna be 50 pesos for quetzales. Bird dog, I gotta go to the ATM, man. I ran out of the money actually. I ran out of money. Amigo Wander, estoy en ciudad se llama Sololá. It's that town I was in Pan. I didn't stay at a hotel there. I stayed here 2 nights in a row. It's about 15 minutes from the lake, but it's up in the mountains. There's 6,500 elevation here, about 1,300 more feet than the lake. Yeah, because I think there's a place you can get a view of the lake from here. But yeah, we're high up, reached up in the mountains. It's se llama Sololá. Population 30,000. Today we should make it to Xela. They got a lot of hotels there for about $15 to $20 a night. It's pretty nice hotels too. Probably spend a few days in Xela. I don't know where I'm going back to the UK. Do you see the candy? I got maple syrup and sugar on my pancakes for some extra sugar. Still got my coffee to work on. Greg, I'm in Sololá, Guatemala. About near Lake Atitlan. About 20 minutes from Lake Atitlan. I stay here 2 nights in a hotel. I got here late, what's today? Saturday. Got here late Thursday night. Found a hotel here. Checked out the lake yesterday, Panish out. Came back here last night from my hotel. Checked out this morning and gonna move on to another part of Guatemala. Skurpa. I'm not trolling with the sugar. I put sugar in my pancakes because I want the extra. If there was a bunch of maple syrup, I would have not put enough sugar, but I didn't think there was enough maple syrup, which usually at a restaurant you don't get a lot of maple syrup in Asia or anywhere. So I put the extra sugar on just to make it more sweet. Not trolling. That's what I want. I'm eating the sugar, you know. If it was trolling, I wouldn't be eating it. Moved to the Philippines. That's cool. Yeah, I'm kind of surprised about that too, but because he's really a successful YouTuber and expat. In Thailand, if you're like successful in Thailand, I wonder why you'd want to go to the Philippines, but maybe he was just bored. He wanted to change the scenery. Definitely see, you know, a successful expat getting bored after about 5 years straight, which he's been there like, I don't know, maybe 7, 8 years straight. He's been there a long time. I don't know if I would ever live in the Philippines. Maybe visit, do a tour all around the country, but I don't know if I'd ever live there, truth be told. do want to travel a bit around some of the islands sometime, though. That'd be cool. Not really high on my priority list, though. Subscribe to this, we're not subscribed to them, but I've been getting recommended by this expat talking about all the legal troubles and stuff. Like, he's saying your girlfriend could put you in jail anytime she wants if she still wanted to. He's got some kind of local, like, Filipino guy that's like fighting him and giving a hard time, giving all sorts of problems. He's like a 60-year-old expat, but he's got big muscles. He probably worked out a lot in his life, but he's like an American or something. He's got all these videos. I was gonna share it with the community. All these videos about all the bad things about the Philippines. I forgot the name of his channel. Well, in Thailand, they don't tolerate false claims. It doesn't really happen in Thailand. The police actually guard the tourists and the foreigners. They protect them because it's like the golden. Now, if a foreigner seriously does something wrong, yeah, he'll go to jail, get in trouble. But they know the BS from the not so the reality a lot of times. They protect the foreigners. That's not. Whereas in the Philippines, they'll extort you. In Colombia, they just rob you and kill you. You know. So Thailand's like way better than a lot of these other countries. If the tourist does do something really bad, say to one of the ladies or something, it's more than the police has to worry about. Sometimes there's other elements that deal with really bad tourists. So, but if you're just a normal guy and you're not doing bad things, really bad things, punching or like RAP, things like that, you don't have to worry about being set up or, things like that. That doesn't happen, or I haven't heard it happen much in Thailand. And the police will not follow false charges, At the same time too, you could be in a nightclub. This is what a lot of guys don't. Doesn't mean you can do like. There's a guy like in the nightclub. He like just grabbed a woman behind or something, and this was in a Pattaya nightclub. He thought he could just do whatever he wants, and she called the cops on him or something, you know, like he had to pay her some money. But he, you know, it's a freewheeling sort of place, but there's still manners like anywhere in the world. And they're not, you know, pieces of meat. A lot of the women will like you and they'll let you, you know, dance with them and have a good time, but you can't just go around and act like a maniac. So, you know, some people don't understand that difference, you know. That guy wasn't necessarily a bad guy or anything. He got carried away, but you know, he probably had to pay 10,000 baht or something to the police or to the lady. Police mitigated it, but you know, things like that. But you actually have to do something wrong, you know. If a woman likes you, she'll invite you, you know, to be with her and dance with her and be somewhat intimate, you know, in the dance floor and stuff. You know, just go around like, you know, grabbing and stuff. But I don't know. But Thai nightclubs are pretty wild places, you know. So that, but still, like, yeah, there is, even in those places, there is some standards. Hey, Cheat 10 with $5. Thank you. Thank you, Cheat 10. Thank you, Cheat 10. Thank you very much. Guys, we gotta go find an ATM, man. I'm like completely out of cash. Thank you, Cheat 10. Yeah, they'll do that to you. Yeah, but I don't think, you know, if that's something that bothers you, like you don't walk down Soy 6 if that bothers you, for example, or you don't, you know. Actually, I have met people that does kind of bother them. That Saudi Arabian streamer, thank you, Cheetan. When I walked down him Soy 6, I had to guard him because he said he didn't want anybody grabbing him. So I had to like shield people from grabbing him. He asked me to do that. Hey, T10, thank you. Thanks for the $5. Okay, Mark. There's the ATM right around here somewhere. I didn't see it. It's back on the street or something. Kind of a dirty market area. Strange place for there to be an ATM. I don't know what she's talking about. I don't see anything back here. The sidewalk is gross, man. Oh, maybe it's in here. Something in here. What is this? Maybe it's in here. What is this? Oh, it's a gymnasium. He's playing basketball in there. It's a nice sports gymnasium. Cool gymnasium, but not a bank. Oh, it's a nice basketball court. That guy's good. Got good seats, nice gymnasium. I don't know what she's talking about. I don't see anything remotely. This isn't even the kind of street a bank would be located on. I don't know what she's talking about, man. There's nothing close to being a bank around here. We go somewhere else to try to find one. There's got to be one in this city. It's a pretty big city. Coffee was pretty good. She probably just got a muffin. Save some money. I did get a lot of sugar and fruit, so I can't complain. It's actually probably good what I needed. Probably helped me for the rest of the day here. Let's look on the other side of the plaza here. It's got to be something. What is this? That's a government building. Another government building, market. Maybe over here is a thing. Prices, it's not cheap either. I haven't really seen anything like very cheap with the food. Like the breakfast was like $3. I very good breakfast. I said, the breakfast I had in Antigua was one of the best breakfasts in the world, $3. But that's the best value. And you only get that at like the market. Maybe over there. I think I might see one over there. I'll walk up that way. These vendors. I don't see any, man. Damn. I'm trying to think there's not a bank in this whole city. Estoy buscando por un banco o cajero automático por acá. ¿Algo de
¿Mercado?
no mercado? ¿Adentro?
Sí, está a la cuadra, subes, está el centro comercial, tienes que entrar al tercer nivel, ahí está el cajero.
Got this. I guess there's no bank. Maybe they said in the market. That's what that lady said too. It was somewhere in the market. Cantina, old style bar. Cool, pretty cool building too. Cool looking building. Kind of scuffed some of these streets. The city looks nicer at night in the daytime. Yeah, I think I gotta go in here in this market. Apparently there's one in there. Businesses on this road, anything here? Nope. Somewhere in this market there's one.
Caliente y carnitas.
Guys already here. This is where all the food is. Maybe it's. Yeah. Hola, amigo. Hay un cajero automático por acá. Adentro aquí. Sí, I don't know what it is. It's an awesome market, but I don't know where this ATM is supposed to be. Hola. Hay un cajero automático por acá. Cajero automático por acá. Hay uno
¿Está bien?
por la esquina. Oh, gracias. Oh, there it is. It's the only one in the whole city, guys. I think this is the one that charges like 60 peso. We're gonna go now, guys. Hey, get a bus, I think. ¿De qué? ¿Un botella de agua?
¿Sí?
Sí, ok.
Gaby, ¿por qué no le hablas tú? ¿Qué dice? Es que él tiene una sopa que cuesta, dice. Pero yo le dije 25, pero me falta poquito. No entiendo. Ahí está.
Now I got another problem. I need change. The bus only costs 3 quetzales. I only got 100. Voy por Xela. ¿Quién de agua?
Sí.
Ok, gracias. Problem is only got 100. This bus ride is 3 quetzales 50. So nobody on the bus, and I'll be leaving for a while. Others will be coming on now. It's like a 15-20 minute bus ride. I gotta go to like that truck stop I got off a couple days ago. That's how I got here in the first place. And then after, I gotta get another bus to Xela. Xela is the name of a city, Guatemala. This is how you get around this country, just like they got the BAT buses and the BTS train and the stuff like that. In Thailand, you got the camionetas, the school buses, chicken buses. Short distances, you got the tuk-tuks, but at longer distances, you got these buses. I don't know how these tourists get around without, no tourists ever use these buses. I just did see one foreigner in this town. It's the first foreigner I've seen. Apparently there's a few NGOs in this town. She's probably working one of those. Because she had glasses on, she looked like a college-educated female liberal. But I don't know how these tourists get around this country without using these buses. They're invaluable. It's the only way to get around. They're pretty easy to use too. They're cheap. Okay, like USA type of things going on. There was four organizations in this town. On the U.S. State Department website for Guatemala. There's only two places they recommend not to go. It's Huatengo and Zone 18 in Guatemala City. The rest of the country's okay. So don't go to Zone 18 in Guatemala City. And then the Internet Monster with the $5. Thank you. Thank you, Internet Monster. Thank you, man. Just $5. Yeah, I'll answer you in a minute. Let me finish my train of thought here. But they said don't take the chicken buses or the taxis. They said the government officials are forbidden from taking the taxis, street taxis, or the chicken buses. These are the chicken buses I've been riding all the time. I don't know what the big deal is, why people are so scared of them. Big ups to Internet Monster, thank you, man. That was the U.S. government, State Department. I don't know, man. I make a little bit of money. Longer I stream, the more money you make. Your hotel expense is fixed. So once you recoup your travel investments, then you make a profit. Big ups, Sololá, Sololá, Cap, Sololá, Internet Monster, thank you guys. You got a Thai super chat here, Sololá. Thank you guys, big ups. Thank you, cheers, $10, thank you guys. And Internet Monster. I did a trip like this in Thailand where 2 weeks I was going from town to town all over the south of Thailand. That was last year. I did that in Colombia too. I've done this. All 8 different cities in a month, 10 different cities. I do a lot of travel, guys. It's not, it's like, hey, Will I am Bo, $5, thank you. Internet Monster with $1, thank you guys. Thank you very much. Cheers, guys. Thank you very much. Thank you, guys. I am Bo. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Thank you, I am. Thank you again. Another $1. Thank you, man. Yeah, basically the answer is the more you stream, the more money you make. That's why you gotta go like 8 to 12 hours, I think. Streaming for 2 hours won't cut it, I don't think, for anybody. Unless it's like amazing content or you're a really big channel. Or you just have a lot of big supporters. Just pop in for an hour. I've had some 1 hours streams where I done really well. But I think those were one-offs. That wasn't going to be a consistent thing. I was back in America. Headed to a truck stop. I gotta change buses. I took this ride 2 days ago. I was at that truck stop. This is how I got here. So these buses are quite easy, man. Speak a little bit of Spanish and ask directions. They're awesome. There you go. I hope I see one tourist riding these buses before I get off and leave Guatemala. I haven't seen one yet. I've been on like 10 of them all over the country. That actually disappoints me because I feel like people are just like sheep, you know? Because there's a lot of tourists that come here. It actually is. It's kind of disappointing, my fellow travelers. No wonder why I should listen to it. Hey, one guy, thank you for the $5. Thank you very much. Yeah, one guy. Can you talk?
Referencia en este fin de semana acá en Almacenes Trópicas. Bienvenido.
a little walk when we changed buses. Although one guy told me it's dangerous, this town. But it didn't look dangerous to me. It just was like a truck stop town. He was a guy saying he was dying in Spanish. He gave him $3. That was like the first time I had someone come up to me. He didn't ask for money, but I gave him money. It was, I don't know, at my age. I was streaming, right when the stream ended, I ran out of internet. There was some good content in that town. You guys kind of missed it. Most of the stream, but then I got a bus to here, got a hotel. Kind of a truck stop town.
Hey, by Borussia, thank you. €5, thank you, man. Oh, by Borussia. Thank you, by Borussia.
Slovenia, I think. Yeah, Borussia from Slovenia. Thank you, man. Slovenia is a nice country.
Before, one of my biggest Magic Card customers was from Slovenia. I used to ship them cards all the time. Small country, but
Small world. By Borussia. Go to this place to change towns. This town isn't on the highway. I have to get back to the main highway. So I got no choice to go to that town. Slovenia or Guatemala? Slovenia is not that far. It's basically like Western Europe. It has its Croatia nowadays. It used to be. They've done well. As far as Guatemala, yeah, it is, but it's coming up big time, in my opinion. Check out this countryside we go through, guys. It's pretty nice. I hiked through here once. Down to Xela. I gotta pay you.
no tengo cambio. Okay. Just have 100 note. It's Tres 50, 50 cents. He's gonna bring back the change.
ground to cover here, guys. I've been covering a lot of ground, but you can't see everything. Thank you, dude. University, okay. Wow, I didn't know this. Yeah, looked like something. Store, internet, cyberweb, internet shop, business, Warfield. More stores. Gas station. Stores. This is just kind of like a small country road. There's a
Ron says he loves Guatemala. Nice, man. Yeah, maybe you could come here someday. It'd be cool. Stream too. Need any tips to stream here or come here, let me know. They got a lot of beer here, man. They got these little like places people sit and drink beer and stuff. I can see Ron in those places all over Guatemala drinking beer, man, getting drunk. But you see, the Guatemalan people, they like to joke around. They're not real serious, you know. So even if Ron was kind of acting a little crazy drinking, the locals would, you know, treat him like their son, you know. Joke around with him, you know. I don't drink beer anymore. Ron would be El Pollo. Pollo is like borracho, drunk. He would be the El Pollo.
Y la verdad es que yo en este momento voy escaso de dinero. No me tocó pagar el día de hoy, señores. Mire, yo debido a la necesidad, no quisiera molestarles tal vez de repente. Me pudieran echar la mano, me pudieran brindar un apoyo. Ayúdenme, por favor, yo se los voy a agradecer, señores. Somos seres humanos. Miren, yo sé que hay personas de que tienen sus niños y niños, hermanitas o hermanitos. Nadie quisiera ver un familiar enfermo. A mí no me alcanza el dinero debido a la enfermedad de mi niño. Miren, yo les estaré bien agradecido, señores, como seres humanos que somos. Que Dios les bendiga, Dios les guarde. Gracias, Señor, Dios les bendiga hoy. Mire, bendito Dios, hay personas que sí comprenden las necesidades de nosotros los seres humanos. Que Dios les cuide y les guarde, no les quito más su tiempo. Gracias por su atención. Gracias, joven, Dios se lo pague. Disculpe, tal vez alguna persona no le doy corazón, tal vez al escucharme se me salga el corazón y me pudieran ayudar. Gracias, bendito Dios se lo pague. Disculpe, tal vez alguna persona. Gracias, Señor, Dios les bendiga. Gracias.
broke. He wants to go to the capital of work. He doesn't have any money. He's got kids. He's wondering if anybody can help him. That's what he said in Spanish. He's trying to get money together to go to the capital to get some work, trabajo, for his kids, for his family. Looks like he got 4 or 5 people are very nice here. He got 4 or 5 donations. That's this guy about here. They gotta wait till I get to town. Just had to remind them. You want to remind them, sometimes they can forget. So remind them. Make sure you get it back. Not necessarily always try to rip you off. Sometimes people forget things. So. People think they got ripped off. It was like a misunderstanding. It was a misunderstanding or a local business practice custom they didn't understand. Like the taxis in Bangkok. People think they get ripped off, but it's actually the business practice. So it's a custom business practice, local custom. It's misunderstanding. Like they forget. There's a lot of other reasons other than just like outright spam. So you just have to guard yourself against those things, or understand the local customs. Like the taxis in Bangkok, for example, they're not a scam if they don't use a meter. They have the choice. You have the choice to get in the capital. You can negotiate a price beforehand. But the traffic is crazy in Bangkok, so sometimes they don't want to go where they want to go. They're not forced to. It's a voluntary sort of thing. They'll take you if they want to go. Sometimes they use a meter, sometimes they don't. People, dumb tourists think it's a scam. They don't use a meter or something. It's 100 baht instead of 50 baht. That's just the custom of the taxis there. That's how they operate. The locals know that. So half the times it's not a scam. It's just misunderstanding or local custom. There's negotiation involved, bargaining involved. In this case, he might have forgot. I didn't remind him. So make sure I remind him so I get my change back. Same thing, even the bar misunderstands. Half the time in the bar, it's like the tourist's fault. It's like... Never underestimate the stupidity of tourists in Thailand, or even expats. It knows no bounds. That's worldwide, too. We all make mistakes, but... Just imagine being a local worker in the tourist industry. You got to deal with the riffraff you have to deal with all the time. Phuket or Pattaya. Pattaya is not so bad. I think it's more Phuket and Bangkok. You got to deal with like 100, 200 people a day, and then like. have any small change, so I use it all for breakfast. I had to go to the ATM. They only give you the bills in the ATM. And actually, a lot of the travelers in Thailand are pretty queued up. About half of them. They go there all the time. They've been there for years. But there's definitely an element of like just dealing with like people that don't really just don't have much experience traveling. So like part of traveling is like being flexible, going with the flow, adjusting, kind of like open-minded, taking it in. Like if you're close-minded and you just think, well, a taxi, you know, it has to be like this way. Like you have to kind of be like water, like Chris says. You gotta be like water. If you're an inflexible stone, you're gonna get bounced around and fall off the mountain. You're gonna tumble in the water. The water will seep into the land, cause trees to grow. Whereas the stone will just tumble down the mountain to the ravine. Be like water, like this, formless, flexible, shapeless. That's how you gotta be a traveler. You know? You gotta be a good traveler. So I think a lot of people they learn to be like that. Over time, traveling. If you kind of go against the flow and you're inflexible, like traveling can be a pretty stressful thing. Yeah, so I didn't get change back right away. I did remind him just so you don't forget. So I did my part. He's gotta give me change. So yeah, but an example. I don't think COVID. I'm just saying an example. Like somebody will flip off, they give me change back immediately. You know, a lot of times these countries you give change, they bill. First, you don't really want to do that. You can avoid it. But, you know, in this case, I had to do it. But when it does happen, you gotta, you know, sometimes. It's hard for them to get in touch with that. You gotta I'm used to handling big bills. It's just all small change. Especially when they cost 50 cents. So I gave him 100. It cost three kids' house. I gave him 100. Guys, this is the bus stop. I recognize this place. Now, you know, this guy could not give me my change. There's probably not much I could do about it. But people aren't really doing that here in Guatemala, as far as I can see. So if you're in a place where they are doing that kind of stuff, some of the people, then you got to be, real careful. Voy por Xela.
Xela.
¿Xela? Sí. Hay un momento. Ya es aquí una tomorrow. Como por acá, Xela, cada 10, 20 minutos.
Ya me voy a ir un minuto.
¿Ah?
Ya vamos de salida.
Siempre hay.
Sí.
Camionetas.
Sí.
Ok.
Media hora la otra.
Poco más tarde.
Media hora la otra.
A la media hora.
Sí.
Okay. Walk around a little bit. This is where I was the other night. We're on top of a mountain. I need some lunch. Let's look for some food. About every 30 minutes there's a bus to Xela. They got one there now, but I want to get something to eat or something. Yeah, I got all my change. I got 95 quetzales back. It was I gave him 100 quetzales. So see, the guy gave me back the change. Didn't try to short me or anything. He was probably hoping I would forget. But it didn't happen. A beautiful countryside, guys. I went walking on some of these back roads here the other day when I passed through here. This is like a truck stop town. It's not much of a city here. Basically just all this stuff along the road because it's like a major highway here between Guatemala City, Lake Atitlan to the south where I just came from, and to the west, Xela. That's where I'm headed. I went walking down that road before, but I didn't go very far. I could go for a walk, keep going. That road I think goes real long. But I think I started to lose internet over there, so. Yeah, but it's all mountains and hills and stuff though, so. Looks like there's a restaurant over here. Maybe we go eat here. I'm looking for some lunch. There's a restaurant. They're cooking, see them cooking something? Go eat there. Get some local food. I haven't really had, other than the breakfast, I haven't had a whole lot of Guatemalan local food. Like yesterday I ate a steakhouse, or Uruguayan, that's not really Guatemalan. Not tonight. We're gonna get some local food while we're here. I'm kind of hungry for lunch. Serving up some stuff here. Voy por Xela. Gracias, para comer. Lo mismo que ellos. Lo mismo, comer lo mismo. No sé lo comida de Guatemala. Lo mismo que ella comer. ¿Eso es qué, pollo? ¿El pollo?
No, pollo, hay pollo.
No.
¿Quieres pollo?
No. ¿Qué más tienes?
Hay carne,
¿Frijoles?
verdura.
¿Verdura? ¿Frijoles? Okay. Put that scalding hot beans on that plastic. I don't know if I want that. Gracias. I'll find somewhere else. I look good, but I didn't want like scalding hot beans on a styrofoam plastic. Microplastic side of the game. go back to that restaurant, we get a stew or something. Por comer. Sí. ¿Qué tienes?
Carne asada, adobada, pollo dorado, caldo de res, chile, tortillas, chuleta, chorizo, longaniza.
Arroz, frijoles. Picante, salsa, y tortilla. Verdura, si tienes verduras, I'll go, or I'll put verdura, okay. We got this plate of beans and rice. Gracias.
Thank you, son.
Gracias. Guys, please no prank callers here, guys. No callers. I don't want any prank callers. No mice in the backpack callers here. Hola, ¿cómo estás? Una Coca-Cola. a lot of black beans in this country.
Vaya asada. Mejor una asada.
This is like a vegetarian meal, just beans, rice, corn tortillas, vegetables. Actually, it's vegan. This is like vegan meal, unless they put like meat in the beans, which I don't think they do. Pero gabao, de comida, sí. They got the same thing, but buen provecho. They got the same thing, but potato salad and some meat, chicken or meat. A lot of food here. I don't want to eat too much. I don't want to eat too stuff. A lot of beans.
Sakit na dyan, sinasabi. Pwede.
go catch a bus. Adios. ¿30?
15.
Oh, 15, okay. $2 as a cheap deal. Included the Coke too. Quince. I didn't have any meat, so you know it's just beans and rice. Xela. Beans, rice, and tortillas, plus a little bit of pickled vegetables. It was all vegetarian, vegan food. And a Coke was $2. Everything. It's pretty cheap. I thought she said 30 at first. So she said, I said 30. She said 15. 15 is 15. The guys across from me, they had like potato, the same thing I had, except they had potato salad and like a piece of meat. One guy had chicken and the other guy had beef or something. They had potato salad too. But they didn't have as many beans as I had. Hey Dewey, big ups. Thanks for the 2 pounds. Thank you, Dewey. Dude, cheers. Did I miss any super chats? I wasn't looking at the chat. Scroll up here. Yeah, those tortillas are always like freshly made, homemade. They're making them all over the country, just wherever you see them. Just hot off the presses. Where else is it? I checked out medical. I saw a couple dentists. Probably about the same as Thailand, maybe a little more expensive. I don't know about medical. All these countries you can get that. Hey OG, big ups. Thank you, Dewey, for the 2 pounds. I think that was the first Coke I had in Guatemala. Pretty good. Hey guys, we got 75 kilometers to go to the next town. OG, $1. Thank you, man. Thank you, OG. close my window, you can stare at my face for an hour. It won't be windy, or we got windy in the view. So there's nothing I can do about the wind. Unless I close the window, but then you got no view. Thank you, good vibes. a tie in 2019. I'm the only one to have met him. He streams 90. Headed to Xela. Next town is called Xela. I think it's the second biggest city in Guatemala. 200,000 people, plus outlying suburbs. Hey, Jem with the $5. Thank you, Jem. Thank you very much. Thank you, Jem. It's got a long name. It's Quetzal Tango or something. They call it Xela for short. Thank you, Jem. Thank you, Jim. There's a bunch of volcanoes around that city too. Maybe I don't know if we'll go hiking or not, but maybe. Think about it when I get there. Thank you, Jim. Temperature is pretty cool. In fact, the city I'm going to never really gets above 75 degrees. It's like a high of 77, high as it gets. It's like low 70s year round. High 50s at night. Thank you, Jim. That's super chat. Yeah, if you want to look the city up, it's called Quetzalangao or something. Angao. Xela for short. You'll be there in like an hour. Whatever it is. Hey, OG with the $50. Thank you. Guess he got his welfare check today. Awesome, man. Thank you. Thank you, OG. Thank you, man. Thank you very much. Thank you, OG. World Traveler says he met Jem in Hong Kong. Awesome. I don't know who this Jem is. I just started seeing her in the chat recently. Looks like a blonde lady. Thank you, Jeb. Thank you very much, OG. It's my dad. $50 super chat. He just got his welfare check. Thank you, OG. He's joking. All the solution says he gets 2 welfare checks, disability from the VA. I'm in 40. Awesome. Nice to meet you, Jim. Thank you, OG. Thanks for that $50. Supporting some super chats. Appreciates my travels. What I do. He just, you know, supports a little bit like everybody else. Supporting the content. And big up Solve the Solution. These glasses aren't a good prescription. So like I can see with them far. I see better close with my eyes than these glasses. It actually makes it harder to read a chat. So that's why I take them off. I need a new pair of glasses. Yeah, my dad traveled with me to Italy once, 2002 or 2003, and a couple times to Japan. Also, we did some stuff in New York, and we used to work together with the Magic cards. So he would be with me on some of the trips and stuff a few times. Help me out with that. One time we went to New York City, we were at a Magic card show. That was like early 2000s. That's one of the biggest super chats I got of this trip. I've done pretty well, but it's all been with smaller super chats. 10, 20s, 5s, 2s. Well, I haven't gotten too many peepees. That's one of the few. I think maybe a couple. I got a big super chat train. A couple of good ones the first couple of days. There's a lot of little ones. A lot of 20s, a lot of 20s. But I don't think I've gotten too many 50 or over. Maybe only one or two. That's one of them. Oh yeah, LA. Yeah, we did quite a few shows. Yeah, LA. All of the early 2000s. All the tech card shows basically together. Columbus and Indianapolis. Smooth highway, best I've seen yet. Hardly no traffic. Usually there's always traffic. This part of Guatemala, we're getting farther away from Guatemala City, so there's less traffic. Yes, that's the name of the city. It's called Xela.
Last few buses haven't had any music. I missed the music. There is music, you just can't hear it. It's got on low. chicken buses. Because sometimes they have livestock on them. I haven't seen one. I think there's some livestock in the back. I don't know what kind Mike, there's volcanoes around the next city too. I'll think about it. The volcanoes around Tigua, yeah, they were close to, like, they were 15 miles away. You had to go on a tour or something. If I could do it freelance, independent, maybe I'll do it.